Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? However, that did not stop me from thinking while on holiday that there was something missing. In particular, color. More color, especially with my bikinis. As you can see, a lot of them are black. This is because I thought I looked good in black, which I still think. So, I started looking online, of course, because I don't really know where to shop for bathing suits, and didn't find anything I liked. At least not like under 300 euros, which is out of the question. So then I decided, like, let's stop into the neighborhood Hema on our little walk around town to get coffee that we do. So I stopped into Hema, which is, it's like a tiny Target. You can imagine that, a tiny European Target where all the prices are in euros. However, all of their swimwear was already in the bargain bin. It's early August and we're already packing it up for the summer. So I checked out the bargain bin, which weirdly enough was mostly just bottoms. If anyone can explain to me why there aren't like full sets or anything to mix and match, I'm curious, but it was mostly bottoms. Fortunately, I found one that I liked. But as I said, there were no matching tops at all. I have no idea what the top of this even looks like. I couldn't even find it on their website. So with that in mind, instead of just giving up, I bought all the bottoms at 3 euros each. That's, you know, still a cheap bathing suit. There goes one. Well, I bought all the bottoms because I'm crafty and I can just make a top. Like, so we can just like visualize this. Like, you know, I'm gonna just cut out 2 triangles. I mean, there are really so many options. I could do whatever I wanted. Point. So, yeah, my plan is to cut out 2 little triangles, and I'm gonna make the strings, straps, ties. Well, I got this material since there was no way I was going to match that color searching on the internet or the local stores. In fact, I couldn't even find gold spandex at the store or the market. I had to order this online. So, want to see what I'm gonna make? It's too bad because I can't really show you what I'm gonna make. It's all in here. But I think it'll turn out okay. So now that I have my gold material, just arrived in the mail the other day, I can start work on my bikini and hopefully have enough time with what's left of the summer to go out and get it wet in a swimming pool or something. Okay, my phone that I'm using connected to my microphone just like slipped down into my bathing suit, and it's kind of hot. So I'm gonna go now and change and start working on this bathing suit. Let's get this video started. Okay, see you later, bye. I don't own a bikini in the style I'm creating, so my first thought was to just base my pattern on the one I've got. So I found a piece of scrap fabric to trace an outline on. I thought I had some nice stretchy cotton around here somewhere. I do have some nice stretchy cotton around here somewhere, but I was too impatient to try to find it and grabbed the first thing I saw, which had absolutely no stretch, but hey, it's for 2 tiny triangles, not like a cat suit. After cutting it out, I realized it would be easier to see how it fit if I had it attached to the string. Is that even what you call that part? The string? The tie? I have no idea, so I'll just keep calling it the string. So I measured out how long that should be, and then cut out a strip of gold fabric to be extra long to be on the safe side. To make the string, I knew I'd have to sew it up and turn it inside out. I don't know how other people do this, but I decided to find an actual piece of string and sew that into one end of the bikini string, encasing it as I folded the fabric down right sides together. Or right side together. It's not two pieces, so how would you say that? I don't know. Anyway, the string was shorter than my fabric, so I had to stop occasionally to start pulling it through. As you can see, my plan worked. I think I could have either made the string thinner or left more fabric in the hem to fill it out, but I have a lot of fabric left, so I can remake the string at some point if I want to. Well, it's not spandex, so it doesn't look the way it's gonna look, but I guess the size is okay. I'd rather cut it bigger than smaller, so I guess we'll just cut one and find out. Start with one. I don't know if I've ever worked with such limited fabric before. I basically had room for making one mistake, since each piece was only big enough for one bikini triangle. I cut out my first triangle, and then traced that onto my scrap fabric so that if it did work out, I could cut out an identical one. Then I tried to figure out how to hem a curved piece of fabric. This has always been my downfall. I'm having doubts about my method. I went online and tried to find a simple pattern for a bikini top, and I just found something on Pinterest that was a really small file, so I can't read that at all. It's very pixelated, but I printed it out, and I'm going to try to figure out maybe my size, and hopefully I didn't just waste that fabric on that one, but I don't know what I'm doing. I thought this would be easier, but off camera, I tried on my first attempt and was not happy with it, so I tried again to find a pattern online. Like I said, the one I found was like 200 pixels, so I did my best to enlarge it to a size I could work with. I also found an old bedsheet that my boyfriend was cutting up to use as a rag, so I swiped that to use for my toile instead of the non-stretch fabric I'd been using. I then folded up the bottom and pinned it together, attached to the gold string, so I could try it on. Okay, I think that should work. If anything, it'll be too big, which is better than too small, so okay, gonna go for it. I was satisfied with this one and decided to take the plunge and cut into my fabric. The next step was to sew down the sides. The bikini bottoms actually had a light lining fabric in them as well, so I decided I wanted to keep that and had to carefully keep it all lined up and sew both layers down. I folded the sides over and set the machine to do a zigzag stitch and carefully sewed down the edges. Then for my favorite part, sewing a curved hem. This was where the string would go through, so I had to leave enough room for that. Okay. I think it worked. Oh dear. Still needs the strap around the neck, and the other triangle. So I will finish the other triangle now and then figure out the strap around the neck, because I have an idea. So remember what I said about the first triangle and apply that here as well. Okay, I couldn't hold both of them up, so I'm trying to show you both sides now. I know it looks big. I'm going to scrunch it up more, and I'd rather have it be too big than too small, like I said. But now it's time for the neck strap, and you know what I'm gonna do? Because this only has to fit me, and I hate having that knot on your neck, you know, when you tie it. I just really hate that. So I'm just going to make one little strap from here to here. It's all connected, and then it'll be more comfortable. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'm done. I temporarily forgot that pins exist, so I could pin it up and show you. Still looks a little awkward. It'll look better. Just gonna measure around my neck here for the strap, and then, cut it out and sew it. What are you expecting me to do? Cut it out and sew it, and then we'll be done. I did the same thing with this strap as I did for the other piece, and sewed in my handy dandy white cord to help me turn it all right side out. The neck strap is shorter, so it worked out a little easier this time. And then I sewed my strap on. All right, check it out. Pretty much done. I just have to clip the ends there, tie them off. But there's my little neck strap. I might tighten it. We'll see. Can make alterations later. I also decided to tie it in the front. Let's see how I like that, because honestly, I'm not a fan of the tie in the back either. What if you're lying down? Then you've got that knot right on your back. And tying it in the first place, kind of a hassle. So we're gonna try it this way. And now all that's left to do to show off the full bikini is to find, well, sun. It's not very sunny today. I think it might rain. But to find a pool or a beach or somewhere where we can have some fun in the sun and see how well the bikini does in its natural environment. I had a hell of a time trying to figure out where to take my bikini on a test run. The only option at home was the hose and the sprinkler, so I started with that. I think it could be fun while playing frisbee or something. Perhaps next summer. My lovely boyfriend knew of a place he had gone as a kid, however, a big man-made lake with little beachy areas, so I grabbed a flotation device and we hit the road. I'm a little weird about where I'll swim, so I actually didn't get into the water, but perhaps we can work up to that. It does look like a nice lake. Next summer, after the frisbee game. Okay, we're done here. See you in the next video.